Hi, all you laddies, lasses, and NBs. Before we do anything, I'd like to reiterate this is for adults only. 18 plus only, okay? Have I made that clear? I mean, I age restricted the video for a reason. I mean, this game is called a game where Timber fucks you. In the freaking description of the game, that's what it's called. I have never seen a description to a game like that. I'm very curious as to what this even is, but I know one thing, it will not be kid-friendly, so if you're a kid, do not watch this. I'm not sure if this is like a half horror game where like Timber... At first I thought it was like a half horror game where he like maybe kills you or eats you or something. I don't or maybe this... Because I heard this gets surprisingly wholesome even though it's really dark and also kinky. Weird-ass game. Uh, I'm not even sure if I can post this to YouTube, but I want to record my reactions, and I want to voice it. Um, at the very least, I'll make it like an unlisted video, probably. I mean, I can check if there's like regulation. I wanted to voice Timber really badly. Mainly because he talks... I gave him like a southern accent like this. I was also considering giving an Australian accent like this. Oi, I'm Timber. Nice to meet ya. Oh, us wolves ought to stick together. But I don't know. I think I'm gonna stick with the other voice. Because I feel like my bad Australian accent isn't gonna it's gonna make him take less seriously. I don't know if I want him to call me Lemmy. What should I call myself? Um, why am I overthinking this so much? You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna keep it Tofu. He deserves more recognition. He hasn't been in enough games. What if I randomize it? Iced tea, umami, wasabi, lunch, muffin. Aw, muffin's a cute name, but I'm doing tofu. Because that name he hasn't been in enough games. He actually it doesn't exist at all. This is one of those things where the they gaslight the community into thinking it's a real character when they aren't. They even tried gaslighting the creator into thinking they made a character that they actually didn't. Your name is Tofu. Muffin. Kinda like the name Muffin. I don't know how I feel about him calling me Muffin, but it might be cute. We'll go with Muffin. Night has fallen, and you hear concerning noises in the woods behind you. You've been running for a while now. A brisk walk at first, but eventually a near sprint as your paranoia gets the better of you. Something is following you. You can't help but shake the feeling you're being hunted. I'm not sure if this is a good game to play at them in the middle of the night. It's 2 a.m. Literally 2:01 a.m. You knew this mountain was home to all manner of dangers, from predators to frostbite, but you weren't deterred. A nice hike in the snowy wilderness, that's all that this was supposed to be. But now, your throat burns with each panting breath, your backpack is heavy, but ditching is out of the question. Whatever's chasing you, you're not sure you'll be able to escape it alive. Just as your mind gives into despair, so do your legs. You stumble on an unseen branch and fall face first into the snow. Crunch, crunch, crunch. It is crumpled into your backpack after all. Slow footsteps approach from behind. The straps won't seem to cooperate with your bulky coat sleeves. You flail and struggle until finally they release you. But it's too late. You roll onto your back only to see a terrifying wolf man standing over you. What do we have here? Moonlight shines down on the two of you, revealing two piercing eyes and a grin full of sharp teeth. He asks you a question. Oh, the other options are locked? It's weird. One of your ears twitch reflexively, poking itself out from beneath this. I bet this would make people with um, just the in BDSM, like, there's like hunter and prey, like, kinks. I bet people like that would be into this. One of your ears. I'm not one of those people, by the way. But I know people. Oi, I'm Timber. Nice to meet ya, Bunny Rabbit Muffin. Oi, Poppet, you got you got something on your face. One of your ears twitches reflexively. I don't know if I can read everything. I'm probably just gonna read Timber's dialogue and other dialogue that's important. A little lost rabbit. I was gonna do the freaking Australian voice again. Sounds like Dingodile. A little lost rabbit. A little lost rabbit. Everyone warned you about wolves, about winding up alone with them. You're certain you're about to be killed and eaten. Adrenaline spurs you into action. You scramble away, dragging your pack behind you by one of the straps. Instead of giving chase, the wolf laughs. Your desperation entertains him. Come on, I'm not gonna hurt ya. Come on, I'm not gonna hurt ya. Come on, I'm not gonna hurt ya. That's more like it. Something. Thank you. How long can you keep running? You need to find somewhere to hide. Choose. Climbing a tree probably seems like a bad option. I think you should go underground. You need to find a cave tuck in. This is a bad idea, but I feel like climbing a tree could maybe easily fall down off of it, and keeping running, I feel like he's gonna run me off a cliff. You veer off towards a rocky cliff and pray you find a cavern somewhere along its base. Don't fall off the cliff! The further you run, the more you begin to lose hope. That is until... serendipitously... Who uses that word? I'm really glad we're reviving these words, but like... serendipitously. I think I only know that word because of Salmonella Academy. What does that even mean? Fortunate. By lucky chance having a positive result. Serendipitously, a cave appears. You hope you aren't cornering yourself by taking a chance on this. There's no telling how deep this cavern goes. Cautious but hurried, you make your way into the darkness, hoping you can conceal yourself long enough that the wolf will end his pursuit. Hello? Was he that close behind you? You hadn't heard him at all, and he's calling out to you now, which at least means apparently this is Nom Nom Nummy, one of their favorite games. I'm interested why. Sitting far enough and they can't see the moonlight reflect on the cavern walls. I wouldn't go too deep into there if I were you. I wouldn't go too deep into there if I were you. Small, but you're sure you can fit through. You remove your backpack as quickly as possible. If a light catches your eye. You listening to me, rabbit? You listening to me, rabbit? I said you dropped your water bottle. Fancy metal one. It is yours, isn't it? It is yours, isn't it? I want to sound more like a country. Like how I did in the other video. You don't care. You need to get away. He's coming closer and you need to get away. Change form as a rabbit. Your body is more flexible and stronger with legs. Stronger legs. Just a little farther and you'll be able to safely burrow. Be safely burrowed away where no wolves can reach. You begin to squeeze your way through freezing rocks. You're not moving fast enough. He's going to catch you. I'm telling ya, it's dangerous. His bony hand grabs your foot, and you kick in a panic. You're free, but the feel of his claws lingers on your foot. You continue to squirm forward, your heart gripped by fear. Wolf growls something behind you, but you can't make it out due to the cave's strange acoustics. You can't. I guess they mean how it sounds. This is. I'm not into guys who aren't femboys because I'm kind of sexual. If you know that if you watch the previous episodes, but I'm saying that for people who haven't. You can't see it. You can't see anything. Your paws are cold. What are you standing on? Ice? Crack. It's ice. That's why the floor is so smooth here. You're standing on... No, you aren't standing on anything at all. The biting cold pierces your fur, and freezing water pours down your throat into your lungs. You flail helplessly in the dark, no longer able to discern up from down. Did I just die? Jar in that cave and place where no wolves can reach you. Is that just what happens, or am I allowed to listen to him? Human and witch keys. Humans, people like you or me, who are neither animal folk nor witches. They are rare in this world and cannot use magic. Humans who are born with the ability to do magic are witches. They are a privileged class in this world. Magic is power exclusive to witches. Spells are used to manipulate matter in the natural world, but utilizing them requires a lot of study. Animal folk are sensitive to taste and smell. Muffin. Okay. Can't say I'm a wolf. I'm a witch. Smells like a witch. Sensitive scent of magic. That's probably how he found you. That's probably how he kept on your trail. Spells diversion spells you cast to escape. Oh, there's probably so many different versions. I might want to be a rabbit again. I want to see what happens. Is it a bad ending every time for the rabbit? You change direction, dashing towards a thick smattering of tall pines. Can't hear him chasing you. You have time. Rabbits are more of the burrowing type, but with human hands, you can do anything you set your mind to. You pick out a tree with thick and sturdy branches. You're short, but you can reach the lowest one if you jump. He's gonna grab my foot, isn't he? Your hands grip the first branch. It sways slightly under the sudden added weight. Next, you swing your legs and push off the tree trunk to walk yourself up it. Select your boot on. You adjust yourself until you're lying on the branch sideways. You're climbing. You're climbing. You can do this. Weight of your backpack makes maneuvering. I wonder if this game is canon, because I know the bad endings aren't canon. I think Timber and the whole like I'm guessing Timber and the whole taxidermy thing is canon. But Mochi just didn't know about any of that. The weight of your backpack makes maneuvering a little annoying, but all of your supplies are in there. If you're going to wait out the wolf, you'll need your sustenance. Farther. What did it say? This is probably not. This is probably. I thought this would be a one episode thing, but this looks like it's going to take multiple episodes. It's small and distant, but you hear a footstep hugging the wood tightly. You look down. Wolf gazing up at you. It's too dark to read his expression, but you can't mistake his silhouette. Hey, you dropped something. Hey, you dropped something. He calls up to you in a raised voice. Hey, you dropped something. You stare down at him, unsure whether to believe what he's saying. He digs in his pocket for something and holds it up for you to see. The small pink square is unmistakably yours. Your notebook. Want it back? Want it back? You muster the courage to shout back to him. You tell him to leave it there. No can do. It'll get damaged sitting in the snow. You can hear the grin in his voice. It'll get damaged sitting in the snow. It's more like it. He's trying to coax you down so he can eat you. You ask him why he was chasing you. To give this back, of course. What'd you think? This is too suspicious. You don't believe him, so you don't bother saying anything else. He sighs, then begins stroking the tree, treading slowly. Wolves like me have a bad rep, I know. But really, I'm just trying to do you a favor here. You won't listen. I could even escort you back home if you'd let me. You don't really want to spend the night in a tree, do you? You wish he'd just leave you alone. Alright, I'll wait for you to come to your senses. Alright, I'll wait for you to come to your senses. The wolf shoves the notebook back in his pocket and then takes a seat against the tree. Silent stalemate lasts for hours. More time goes by, the more you convince yourself you can't possibly be this set on returning your notebook. If you climb down, he'll capture you and your body will be devoured. You make yourself as comfortable as circumstances allow. And I've slept in a tree before, but you imagine it's possible. Should you sleep, though? Falling from this height would mean certain death, if not grave injury. I wonder if he's, like, kind of racist against rabbits. Or at least, I think he's more afraid of them, more so than racist. And if you were to lose track of the wolf, you might climb down too quickly only to be ambushed. Let's just wait this out. You dig through your bag and pull an energy bar. Unwrapping it as a challenge, you remove your gloves and set them aside. The wind is stronger up here than it was on the ground. It's chilling you to the bone. When your trembling hands finally cooperate enough to open the wrapper, the surprise of its sudden give causes you to fumble and drop it. Your precious sources of calories fall. Your precious source of calories falls. I knew this would happen, hitting a branch or two along the way before landing in the snow with a pathetic thud. It's just within the wolf's reach. He leans over and takes it. Drop something again. Drop something again. So far, I don't see no timber fucking me. Seriously though, what is this game? Is he chasing me to fuck me? Or to eat me? Or both? I feel like that last option's worse. Looking up at you. And if it's unconsensual, that's even worse. You'd hoped he'd... I don't know if it gets that dark. You'd hope he'd fallen asleep down there, but he's apparently been wide awake this entire time. I'm gonna check the content warning things again. So it looks like that's the... So it says that's there, but only in the optional side stuff, which contains sex scenes. I just wanted to say in a weird way to get past YouTube stuff, even though this is an age-restricted video. And within a dream, it says, which is even weirder. And, like, whatever, read it, and in, like, implied sexual torture or something, but not actually seen. It says, let me be more specific. It says, the reviews are in. I was expecting a sexy game and you gave me trauma. 10 out of 10. I didn't expect a sexy game. Like, I expect a traumatizing game. Blood and gore mild. Police brutality. I don't know where the police come into this. Murder, attempted murder, strangulation, violent fantasies, reference to genocide, non-consent, sexually charged torture, no sexual assault, just undertones. Huh, that's concerning. Well, now we both know, if you've made it this far in the video. Were you offering this to me? Aw, you shouldn't have. What is this game? What is the point of this game? Risk dropping anything else. What's in this? Chocolate? Her dogs will get sick if they eat chocolate. Tell him to go ahead and eat it if he wants. What else you got up there? I haven't had anything to eat today. He wants you to engage with him. Since he won't climb, he'll use his words to get you to come to him. You refuse to say anything else. You incite annoyance, and then you hear quiet crinkling of the snack's wrapper. He's eating it. Good, great, what a lucky turn of events, actually. Good, great, what a lucky turn of events, actually. Now all you have to do is wait for him to get sick from the chocolate. Then you can make your escape. You hunker down in your position at the top of the tree. You can make it home if you just hang in there. Just a little longer. Dawn breaks. Your eyelids are heavy from the sleepless night on high alert. You look down the base of the tree. The wolf hasn't moved an inch. No, one of his arms are down, his palm is facing up, and his head is tilted away. Is he asleep? Did the chocolate in your energy bar kill him? You're so tired of being stuck in this tree, you're not about to spend another day up here, so you resolve to begin your descent. The branch you're sitting on shakes as you struggle to get your backpack on. Its straps are stiff and coated in frost. The wolf still hasn't moved. It could be that he's just pretending to sleep. It could be that he's just pretending to sleep. Once you get a little further down, you'll be able to know for sure. You try to climb as quietly as you can manage. This horrible night will finally come to an end. You'll hit the ground running, unimpeded by darkness this time. I'm guessing either you're gonna fall off the tree or Timber's gonna kill you. Daylight is here and you'll be able to make it home. You promise yourself you'll never try camping here again. You can just make it down if you can just... Your foot slips, and suddenly the tree branches whir before your eyes. As the sun rises, you go plummeting to the ground. Your neck snaps on impact. Yep, I knew it. Well, new character, I guess. I want to see all the all the muffin timelines, all the rabbit timelines. 'Cause I'm really interested to see what it's like. Oh, I could have pressed the skip button. Wait, did I say a human? I didn't mean to do that, actually. Hiding won't do any good. He can track you, remember? You need to outpace him. You need to get back to civilization. Wolves always stay far away from other people. It's because they can't kill openly from inside the crowd. You knew there were wolves lurking in the wilderness, but you came hiking out here anyway. What were you thinking, Muffin? You curse yourself to distract from the burning in your throat. Swallowing hard, you keep moving. A full moon reflects off of the snow, giving you just enough vision to take each step with confidence. You run and run until you can no longer sense the wolf behind you. Exhausted, you slow to a jog. It's too dangerous to stop moving, but you can't keep up this pace forever. It's a good thing you aren't in bad shape. If you can just make it back to that town, you'll be safe. You hear something rustle in the trees. Is it just the wind? Your ears stand up, completely alert. Your pace slows even further as you listen hard for signs of your pursuer. Where are you running off to? The wolf's voice suddenly cuts through the silence, startling you. You resume your sprint. He's practically a hair's breadth away. How did he catch up to you so quickly? Come back, you dropped something. It's a lie. He's lying to get you to stop running. Nothing you leave behind can be worth your life. But you've been running for so long now, your legs won't move as fast as you want them to. Trudging through the snow like this takes so much more energy. I just want to know if he's gonna eat the rabbit or not. Or I guess, or maybe it's... I don't know what this game is about. I don't know what this game's about. Much more energy than the sidewalk. Because I want to know, like, does he just eat rabbits or wait for them to die and then scavenge on them? Because he is perfectly fine with, like, he seems to be killing them. So I'm wondering if he's gonna kill this one and then scavenge it. Trudging through the snow like this takes so much more energy than the sidewalks you're used to from your neighborhood jogs. Why couldn't you have stayed in Daifku? Is the cost of living out there really worth it when you end up in situations like this? Your mind, desperate for escape, starts pointing at everyone and everything to blame. If only you hadn't been born a prey animal. If only you hadn't gone hiking. If only this wolf would leave you alone. He's following you, but he hasn't caught up yet. That's when you realize it isn't that he hadn't caught up yet, it's that he's matching your pace. He's toying with you. You're running for your life, and it's only a game to him. You snap, screaming back at the wolf, demanding he go off and chase someone his own size. Like I said, I'm just trying to give back your lighter. He didn't say anything about that, unless... Did you really drop it at some point? You look over your shoulder, doing your best to maintain momentum. In his hand is a small metal case. Its silver reflects in the moonlight. It really is your lighter. He wasn't lying about that. But you don't care about something like that. Lighters are replaceable. Your flesh and blood is not. You're gonna run off a cliff, aren't you, Muffin? You tell him you can keep it as long as he stops following you. Don't know where you're going, so that could be tough. We might be headed in the same direction and all. Don't know where you're going, so that could be tough. We might be headed in the same direction and all. Where the hell does he think you're going? Where the heck does he think you're going? There's only one town in the area. You'd need to return to it, so you'll be protected against predators like him. You're staying in Frosting? You let it slip. He knows where to find you. What's that place like these days? Me and some of the rabbits there go way back. Pick up the pace again. You can't keep feeding him information like this. Continuing on your path, you seem to end up in a rougher terrain. Instead of walking through open snowfields, you're weaving along cliffsides and rock formations. Wolf continues. That's the wrong way, you know. Frosting's south of here. Frosting's south of here. Trying to trick you. If you trust his directions, they'll lead you straight into his maw. What are you running for anyway? I'm trying to have a conversation. You have to keep running, because he definitely plans to eat you. If there was any question about it before, there isn't one now. Completely fed up, you shout back at him that you're running because you'd rather not be cooked into a stew. Come on now, I wouldn't cook you into a stew. Ears fold back, his tone makes you shiver. Say, what would you want to be cooked into, hypothetically speaking? You don't want to be cooked. In a burst of speed, you propel forward. You're not panicking, you're not. When you realize what's in front of you, though, you slide to a desperate stop. You'd almost run yourself off a cliff. You struggle to regain your balance after the sudden change of momentum. The vertigo hits you next. You aren't good with heights. But the ground that looked so far below seems to be coming closer now. The wind feels like knives against your exposed skin, and you have all but 2 seconds to process the fact that your life is about to come to an end. As you fall, a sensation lingers on your back. The distinct impression of being pushed. He pushed him, he pushed them off. Ah, I see. So he's gonna, that's what he's doing. Rabbit epilogue. Well, I am on the rabbit route, so read epilogue. Dawn is broken and your son is yet to return from his night out. So you usually do. This one is big. Made it home. You were out all night. What were you doing? Scavenging? Look, fresh rabbit. Look, fresh rabbit. Scavenging? Look, fresh rabbit. Were you seen? Lugging this back here? Nah, of course not. Should have left it for one of the others to find. But it's fresh, Mom. Hasn't even had a chance to freeze yet. Besides, I waited all night for this one. I want to prepare a feast for breakfast. Just don't get careless. Scavenging always carries some risk. Yeah, sure. It ain't my first choice either. Yeah, sure. It ain't my first choice either. Good boy. Your ruffly son's hair, it can't help but wag his tail a little, just like when he was small. This will keep us well fed for a while. I'll help you skin it. Oh. Take over, oh my gosh. Hey, I can at least carry it. You've had a long night. I'll handle the rest. Thanks, Mom. Okay, so there's no good rabbit ending. Muffin. I'm keeping the name Muffin. I'm a witch this time. Smells like a witch. Found you. Probably how he kept on your trail. So what would have happened if she just stayed there? Would he found some other way to kill him, then scavenge them? Probably how he kept on your trail as well as diversion spells to cast to escape. Is he going to hurt you? Why was he chasing you? Why didn't you stay in your tent? Why did you think you could make it out here all alone? What's the matter? You scared of wolves? How could he ask you that? People have gone missing on this mountain. Rumor has it they were eaten by wolves. You don't want to end up as a wolf's dinner. Weakly, you beg him not to eat you. Relax, I'm not even hungry. Mm, you dropped something earlier. What? He just in his pocket and wrote, star-shaped wooden keychain. You're wearing warming charm. Snatch it out of his hand and hold it close to your chest, relieved. The biting cold of the snow melts away as you channel your magic into small objects. Search for this. I'm Timber, and you are? So I wonder if the rabbit had stopped to get the object, would they have survived? Because it said Timber pushed them. Would he have still wanted to push them? Is this like his way of revenge for his dad's death? Oh. Muffin, nice to meet you. What's a witch like you doing this far into the mountains? You lost? You lost? What's a witch like this doing this far into the mountains? You lost? You lost? I can't decide on what kind of voice I want to do. You're just hiking to solo camping and pick mounts away as sort of self-challenge. What? Don't tell me you came out here to die or something. Wasn't your intention, but considering the situation you wound up in, you see how reckless his plan was. You'd be surprised how many bodies have stumbled out here. Can't imagine it is anything other than a death wish. You sense something threatening in his voice. Threatening. Carrying over to my narration, too. You're still coming down from that panic chase. Well, it's dark out. We'd better get you back to your campsite, Muffin. We? He's going to keep helping you? What's with that look? You think I'd just leave you here out by yourself? You think I'd just leave you out here by yourself? It's dangerous. Yes, very dangerous. A short time ago, you'd been running for your life. And that's when he laughs again. Sorry, didn't mean to scare ya. If you hadn't run off so fast, I'd have returned the thing sooner. No, cause how had it fallen off you without noticing? Sloped slowly upward. Oops. Like jelly, and you hadn't had a chance to eat anything yet, and exhaustion is setting in fast because of it. Police brutality? Is that about Timber's backstory, I guess? Trudging footsteps slow after Timber. For a moment, Timber takes notice. You okay back there? Held out to you, his breath visible, cold night air. Use a quick break. Alright, we can rest for a bit. Where you stand, you're surprised how quiet his movements are. I can't stay out too late. My pack gets nosy when I'm out on my own for too long. Too long. Pack, so he's with a group of other wolves? It makes sense, though. You hadn't really considered how a wolf like him could survive out here. For curiosity, you ask him about the size of his pack. Asking a guy's pack size when you've only just met? I didn't expect that out of you, Muffin. His face flushes. That wasn't what you meant at all. Anyway, weren't you exhausted? Take a load off. Gestures to a nearby fallen log. The two of you take a seat side by side, but a comfortable distance apart. You slip your gloves off and massage the back of your neck. Definitely been overexerting yourself. Timber sits quietly next to you, gazing up at the moon. Never seen a wolf up close before. Photos and drawings, sure, but it's different meeting one in person. You feel the exhaustion, your eyes playing tricks on you, but in this light, you think he looks kind of soft and fluffy rather than ferocious. You remember his sharp teeth, how terrified you felt when he first stood over you. But here he is doing a huge favor. I'm just thinking about, like, how he might have treated a rabbit differently in this situation. Discrimination and all that. And I guess that is discrimination. I think he's, like, vengeful since they killed his dad. He's even being patient and resting with you. You think he might be kind of nice. A couple minutes past that, start to worry that you're totally boring him. You feel inclined to make conversation. What was he doing out in the wilderness at night? Scavenging. Scavenging. Says it flatly. You wait for him to elaborate, but he doesn't. You've never given any thought to what it must be like living in the mountains. Camping, sure, but building a life here? During your trips, you've always brought meals from home rather than relying on foraging. It can be dangerous to eat things you can't identify with absolute certainty. Could wolves really be satisfied just living off the land? You wonder what his diet is like. Ask him if he's a meat eater. Why, still scared the big bad wolf's gonna eat ya? He side-eyes you with a wide grin, once again drawing your attention to his sharp teeth. Lucky for you, I don't eat witches. The magic taste will be too overpowering. He isn't serious. And anyway, if he wanted to eat you, he would have done it already. You decide you're not afraid of him and you let him know it. You could probably stand to be a little afraid. We're strangers after all. The mountains, no one's a stranger. They're only fellow hikers. You give him a friendly smile. Heh, careful, you'll regret trusting me. Timber leans forward, then gets to his feet. He stands before you, looking down with a big grin on his face. You should be all rested up now. Let's get moving. I thought he was going to take that chance to kill the mage. Hey, not so fast. I've strapped, your hand's almost touching. This is what's wearing you out, right? I'll carry it for you. Is he gonna push her too? I imagine Muffin's a girl. You agree nothing that it's fine as long as it doesn't run off with it. Noting that it's fine as long as it doesn't run off with it. So you are suspicious of me. What happened to no one's a stranger? What happened? So you are suspicious of me. What happened to no one's a stranger? He smirks at you and laughs. You laugh awkwardly. He got you there. Timber heaves your belongings onto his back, then continues forward without complaint. You follow behind. Ah, my voice is tired. I want to keep playing. See what this game's about. Cool wind blows and you shiver from the sudden chill. Warming charm is attached to your backpack. When you're too far behind it, the magic fades and it stops working. You want to ask to take it back, but excuse me. You really don't want to slow Timber down more than you already have. He said he wanted to go home to his pack, didn't he? It's a little off from the direction you came. But I know a place nearby you can take shelter. What do you think, Muffin? Want to keep going or stop somewhere closer? Well, what did I do? You're still a ways from your campsite. You're still a ways from your campsite. Why not? You feel like he's testing you. It makes you want to prove to him that you're strong and can endure anything. Okay, tough guy, you sure you can hold out? I'm a tough girl. You'd always set up your tent before wandering off like an idiot. You'd honestly prefer to sleep in there than anywhere else. Timmy continues on, and you'd follow along with newfound resolve. Now think of it. How does he know the way to your tent? Did you really leave such a clear trail? Animal folk do have sensitive noses, but seeing it in action is rather impressive. When you finally reach the campsite, you're surprised at how far you've strayed from it. Your tent still stands undisturbed, ready to protect you from the elements while you sleep soundly inside it tonight. But first, Timber slips your backpack off and sets it down in the snow beside your tent. He massages the back of his neck, and the same as you did earlier. How'd you run while lugging this thing around? My friggin' back hurts. I thought it's your survival gender. What? It's your survival gear. What the frick? You would have been in trouble if you'd lost your way without it. Still, it was really nice of him to help you carry it. You apologize for burdening him, and thank you for escorting you back here. Yeah, no prob. He looks somewhere off in the distance, considering something. Well, Muffin, looks like you're set for the night. I'll get out of your hair. All right, oh right. You guess this is where you'd naturally be parting ways. What if I ask you? I want to save. Ah, okay. What if he stays? Can't really think of a good excuse, so you just tell him your honest feelings. You'll be lonely if he leaves now. I don't know. The other wolves are gonna. I don't know. The other wolves are never gonna let me hear the end of it. Something is. I don't know. The other wolves are never gonna let me hear the end of it. There's something in his tone that tells me he wouldn't mind sticking around, though. Maybe you can bribe him. Food, that's right, you should eat now. The eyes light up and you run over to open your backpack. What are you so excited about? What are you so excited about? Beans! Jumbo marshmallows! Digging through your bag, you present a bag of marshmallows, chocolate bars, and graham crackers. You're making s'mores tonight. Isn't that bad for dogs? You're offering sweets to a wolf? He isn't impressed. As a witch, you assumed everyone had as big a sweet tooth as you. Maybe they work at Atelier Sweets. But now you just feel silly. You encourage him to try it. Alright, you convinced me. Can't turn down free food. Give him a celebratory cheer. You're so happy you'll be able to repay his kindness. I have a feeling this is gonna end badly. Almost like a bad ending? I'll get a fire going. The atmosphere around your tent transforms into something warm and inviting. The campfire's crackling heat eases your soul. What is it? Crackling heart? The frick? It's just you and Timber out here. How peaceful. How long have I been recording? It's a weird ass game. He rubs his hand together and licks his lips. Time to eat. Time to eat. You show off your expert marshmallow roasting technique. Huh? Mine's burning. You tell him it won't be any good if it's all charred up. You'll have to rotate it so it heats evenly. You're making me want to eat barbecue. You really don't got any meat muffin? Much to Timber's disappointment, there isn't a single strip of jerky in your bag. Well, can't complain too much. It's kind of fun trying something new anyway. Now, if your marshmallow is toasted to perfection, when you break off a piece of chocolate, you finally realize wolves can't eat chocolates, can they? Are your s'mores gonna poison him? Timber laughs. He assembles his s'more, following your instructions. It won't kill me. I can digest anything. Anything. It won't kill me. I can digest anything. He says that, but you're a little worried. Takes a big bite to show he's not kidding. That gooey marshmallow balloons out from between the graham crackers and spilled down his shirt. Crumbs spilled down his shirt. It's kind of messy. Not bad though. You bite into yours too. Messy but delicious. Messy but delicious. Once you finish eating, you do a little cleaning up before relaxing by the fire. Really want to crawl into your tent about now, but it's a little sad to leave Timber out here in the cold. Offer a blanket. I invite him inside. I want to see what happens. He asked Willie to sleep inside the tent with you tonight. Is there even room? More than enough, thanks to the power of magic. Alright, now I'm intrigued. Alright, now I'm intrigued. Let me see what it's like in there. Open the You open your zipper. I thought it was like you open your zipper. No, not that's. I don't think that happens except for the optional content. Why is it called a game where Timber fucks you if that's only the optional content? I guess that'd be like smut? I don't know. The space opens up to a lavish room, as if it were a portable hotel. Well, that's essentially what it is. You prefer to travel in maximum comfort and style. This is unreal! For real? This makes me remember Ryuji? Is that his name? From Ryuji? Yeah, Ryuji from Persona 5 when he says, For real? Timber looks around the room, then back outside to the cold, as if the tent's entrance was a portal to another world he just stepped through. Remembering animal folk's sensitivity to magic, you ask if this room will be comfortable for him. Yeah, I mean the smell's a little strong, but it's like a perfume. Not necessarily bad, just hard to ignore. Never had a familiar before, so it's the first time you've had to make considerations like this. What is a familiar exactly? Spiritual, supernatural entity. Serves as their companion, guardian, and assistant. Spirit, guides, and stuff. He pokes around the room while you take a seat on the bed and start untying your boots. You've got a shower in here? You got a shower in here? Cost quite a bit to get a full bathroom expansion, but you've considered it well worth it. Can I use it? His tail wags, revealing his enthusiasm. Wolves don't have access to this sort of thing normally, do they? There's some natural hot springs around, but it's not the same. Flips the bathroom light on and peeks inside, looking all around. I'll let him use it. How could you say no to a face like that? You tell him to go ahead. Sick! Sick! Thanks, Muffin. Sick! Thanks, Muffin. Timber disappears behind the door frame, kicking off his shoes. He's gonna close the door, right? Just you pointing whether to get up and check. Tinder pops his head back out. Hey, how do you turn this thing on anyway? Shaking your head in amusement, you follow him into the bathroom to teach him how showers work. The sound of the water is soothing, almost enough to lull you to sleep. I'm about to go to sleep soon. It'd be a little rude to pass out while Timber is showering, though. You do your best. Imagine if I actually fell asleep here while recording. It'd be a little rude to pass out while Timber is showering, though. You do your best to keep yourself awake. Lying down on the bed would definitely be counterproductive to your goal, but your legs are tired and your eyelids are heavy. Maybe you should just lie down for a second. No, this bed was designed for maximum comfort. Your meager willpower is no match for it. You imagine yourself engaged in a dramatic anime battle against the sorceress of slumber. It's enough to keep you conscious until you hear the shower finally shut off. When Timber emerges, he's... Oh my. Why does his skin look so smooth? Hey, what should I do about my clothes? Timber stands in the doorway, completely naked, other than the towel he's holding. I'm gonna be respectful. Politely turn your head, a bit embarrassed. Sure, nudity isn't a big deal in some cultures, but for you, it's... I just don't want to seem like a creep. It feels like you'd be seeing something you aren't supposed to see, even though he clearly doesn't mind. You let him know there's a bathrobe hanging up in there that he's free to use. Huh? Oh, here it is, thanks. Timber makes himself decent, then flops onto the bed beside you. By decent you mean, well, at least this lower half is covered. That was great! He looks so content. What do you mean his lower half? Most of his lower half isn't covered. So content, you're happy you let him use the shower. Is that black stuff like hair? Body hair? Or is that just like little smugglies in the page? It's probably body hair. He fell asleep? Well, he must have been just as tired as you. You hope you'll sleep well. Get to turn off the light and tuck yourself in. Just perfectly okay with sleeping next to Timber. Good night, Timber. Wouldn't he be like dirty? Like the sun. Oh wait, he just took a shower. I begin to rise. You crawl out of your tent and take a minute to admire the scenery, except the fire's nearly gone out. Your backpack has fallen over, fully unzipped. And your companion from the night before is nowhere to be seen. You shuffle over to your backpack, clinging to the warmth of the blanket still draped over your shoulders. Your food is missing. Did he rob me? He stole it, didn't he? That wolf had you completely fooled. The worst part is, if he wanted more of your food, he could have just asked. You've already had dinner together. You wallow in feelings of betrayal for a few minutes before checking in your bag again, then zipping it closed. Worse things could have happened, you suppose. Nothing of value was lost. Just when you thought you made a new friend. Oh well, he helped you make it through this cold night. That at least counts for something. Without your food, you'll have to set off on your return trip early. With a sigh, you begin packing up your tent. It's time to head home. One night stand. Spent this whole night with Timber, but he still left before breakfast. Okay, so doesn't seem like you can fix him, quote. It doesn't seem like he's quite the good guy. He's just out for food. He wants to feed his village, I guess. Even if it's stealing your snacks or making a rabbit into a snack. I don't know. I thought they were gonna do like some sort of redemption arc. Doesn't seem like they're really doing that. But I heard this game is pretty deep. I wonder how it's deep. But I'm tired. But I want to keep playing. Well, what happens if I see... What happens if I say no? You thank him again for all his help, and you apologize for your previous misjudgment, thinking he was going to eat you and all. Heh, I considered it. But you're not bad, Muffin. See you around. Considered it? He waves, turning his back to you, then begins his long back the way you came. Long way back the way you came. That was a joke, right? You climb into your tent and snuggle into your sleeping bag. It's been a long night. Time to get some rest. Okay, that was fast. Well, but he robbed me anyway! And your supplies missing. But who could have stolen them? There isn't anyone else who knows you're out here except... Well, he did say you'd regret trusting him. At least you didn't lose anything too valuable. Pack up your things to begin the long journey home. You'll choose somewhere else next hiking trip. Sayonara, sucker! Say goodbye to Timber, and some of your things went missing by morning. Wait, so were those rabbit endings not considered endings? Imagine if this all happened in the same night. It's like, slept with a witch, stole her stuff, pushed a rabbit off a cliff. I don't know if I want that to be my out of context compilation. Because that'd be really, like, dark. But, like, I mean, the humor is of it's kind of like it's random. I should stop. Hmm. Should I do the optional stuff? Lore. Oh, okay. Do you get, like, the optional stuff when you, like, when you 100% the game or something? Oh, I think I just quit out the game. Yeah, I quit out the game. I thought that meant quit the menu. Strangulation. Like, what could possibly happen? Page out of Kodaka's book. I can't think of a more descriptive... I'm reading the reviews. Can't think of a more descriptive compliment that doesn't go into territory, but you really cooked here. That what was I doing? I was gonna check, like, if there was other stuff, but I don't know. Anyway, thank you for watching, everyone. I love y'all. But bye, everyone.